It's a lipstick gal. Thank you so much for watching today. I wanted to share my 10 favorite lipstick formulas with you. Now, these are all going to be bullet lipsticks. I do have a love for different types of lip products, but these are the ones that I use most frequently in my collection. This is also where I admit to you that I have more than 200 lipsticks in my collection. I'm working on a declutter, but I thought it would be fun before I get rid of everything that I know I'm not using to really dig deep and look through everything that I have and say, ooh, I love this. Ooh, this is fantastic. Ooh, I can't ever not have this in my collection. So thank you for watching and thank you for being subscribed. We are going to do lip swatches, so I'm going to have to take this off. All the lipsticks that I have in front of me are actually going from least expensive to most expensive. Now I know that some people only buy drugstore lipsticks, some people only buy high-end, or if you're like me, you buy everything to try it all. But I definitely want you to know that I am kind of like that lipstick, not just enthusiast, almost lipstick snob. And the reason I say that is I have really high expectations for a lipstick. I always have, but beyond that, the older I get, the more I'm worried about, lipstick settling into the lines of my lips or traveling outside of my lip line. Does it work well with and without a lip liner? Because I'm not going to be wearing a lip liner with any of these. And I want you to get a good look at what these look like. The other thing I'm going to tell you, warning, I do have some shades in here that are not going to go well with my eye look, but hey, let's do it anyway. The first lipstick I absolutely love, and this feels like a luxury lipstick, is from Revlon. This is the Revlon Super Lustrous Glass Shine Lipstick. This is the shade 003 Glossed Up Rose and is one of the ones that I reach for frequently in my collection. I love this formula, and this is the formula from the drugstore for $6.99, I might add, that made me believe that drugstore lipsticks could be amazing. I've had good drugstore lipsticks before, but this one really, it feels like a luxury lipstick. It really does. I have this even in bolder shades. This one here is Fire and Ice, and they are sheer, they are hydrating. They last about 2 hours on the lips before you feel like you need another swipe. And the one thing that I love about this lipstick is that it applies well over itself. Not all lipsticks do. Normally it's matte lipsticks that either will or won't apply well over themselves, but I have had some glossy, shiny lipsticks that just, they only look good on first application. For $7, I feel like this is an amazing lipstick at the drugstore that you can get in a multitude of shades that are going to flatter a ton of people. This is from Milani. This is their Color Fetish lipstick. This is the shade Nylon. This lipstick is $8.99 at the drugstore. What I like about this, it has a very similar feel to the one from Revlon, but I feel like I'm getting just a little bit more overall pigment. I feel like it is a slightly more opaque, shiny, glossy lipstick. This feels comfortable on the lips, keeps my lips hydrated. Not all glossy lipsticks do, even though you'd think that they would, but this has an incredible ability to stay. Even if it doesn't stay this shiny, the color stays on my lips for a good 4 hours. And from a sheerer, glossy, hydrating lipstick, I feel like that's really good. I think the difference between this and a traditional cream formula lipstick is that this is more hydrating, much more emollient. It's not quite as long wearing, but it feels so good on the lips. It feels like a lip balm, like a hydrating, juicy, comfortable lip balm, and that's what I like about this formula. I love this lipstick. I did an entire search for the best matte red lipstick at the drugstore. If you want to watch it, I will link it for you here. But this was one of my favorites. And even though there was another lipstick that I think ranked a little bit higher than this, this is the one that I keep coming back to. I am really wanting to get other shades in this formulation. This is from Maybelline. This is their Ultra Matte Slim lipstick. This right here is the shade 199 More Ruby. I really love the slimline packaging for this. It makes applying it super easy. This lipstick has super staying power. That's my favorite thing about it. I love a matte lipstick, especially when it's matte straight from the tube. There are some lipsticks that have a little bit more shine, maybe a demi matte, and after about 15-20 minutes, they kind of matte down. This is matte straight from the tube. I like that when I apply it, it doesn't tug on my lip. It doesn't actually leave that crusty like inner portion, like right where your lips goes from having lipstick on it to like that portion where your lip starts to get wet on the inside of your mouth. Sometimes you get a weird crust right in that area. This never does that. It also really surprised me that it reapplies well over itself. I had minimal transfer wearing this when I was wearing a mask. I don't know when I was doing this, early spring when I was looking for like my perfect red matte lipstick from the drugstore. And I have continued to reach for this lipstick and it lasts so long. It's also one of those that when you're drinking from a coffee cup, drinking from a straw or a water bottle, you know, eating something that is a little bit oily like a salad with dressing on it, I don't feel like you lose a ton. And if you do have to reapply right in the center, it applies beautifully over the top of itself. At $8.99, this is an amazing drugstore lipstick. That's the end of the drugstore lipsticks. We're getting into more expensive lipsticks. I would say this is more kind of middle of the pack when it comes to price. It's $18. It's from Glossier. This is their Ultra Lip. I have never tried their initial kind of sheer matte blotted lipstick. I always wanted to and I just never got around to it, but I have been super impressed with this. I love this lipstick. This here, by the way, is the shade Fete. It's kind of like a watermelon sheer red. Now, I love me a sheer red. I have talked ad nauseum about my favorite lipstick of all time, which is Lipstick Queen's. It's right here, Medieval. I love this lipstick. It's one of my favorite types of lipstick, sheer red, comforting, easy to reapply, almost feels like balm. This is one step up that it actually is a little bit more pigmented and is lovely. One of my favorite things about this lipstick is that it is shiny, that it is easy to apply, and that when I'm putting it on, I feel like I have, even though it's a shiny lipstick, a bit of control. If I'm not careful, this lipstick from Revlon, I'll put it on and it's so slippy and it's so glossy, it can like hurt. And the next thing I know, I have lipstick outside of my lip line. I feel like I don't have that problem with this. Not that it's a problem, I just don't have to be as careful in applying it. The one thing that I like about this is that this has a kind of almost like a pillowy, cushiony feel to it. It actually is really good at hydrating my lips. This brighter color doesn't end up feathering outside of my lip line, and it is so comfortable, so comfortable. This has been in my purse nonstop since I got it from Glossier a couple weeks ago, and it's the most recent purchase in this lineup, but I love this formula. I definitely want to get more of these. This is like my everyday lipstick, you know, not too much, just enough. And if I could get like more of a nude shade or a soft rose shade, I think it would be super easy to wear. And this is one of those that I'm not too concerned that I need a mirror when I'm putting it on. I just realized I said all of these were bullet lipsticks and I have one that isn't. I love this lipstick. This is the Infinite Lip Cloud from M Cosmetics. It's a liquid lipstick. It's a matte lipstick, but it's not one of those that sets and doesn't budge. I think that's why I like it, because it is comfortable to wear. It feels soft and cushiony on the lips. I love this lipstick. This is super easy to apply. This is the shade Rose Nude. I do have another one in a bright red, which I love. I got this first and it was like, what? This lip formula has been around and I just haven't purchased it because I thought I was gonna be uncomfortable. I didn't really think it was gonna be for me. This is the one formula that I feel like I slept on. I should have purchased it right when it came out, and I could have had years of loving this lipstick. I got this in a set around the holidays, and quickly this spring picked up this in another set. I feel like this formulation is incredible. This, by the way, is the shade Red Divine. I love each of these equally, but I wanted to show you not just a ton of red, because red is my favorite lipstick color, and I do have quite a few reds in here. But this lipstick, what's great about it is it doesn't end up with that weird line around the inside of your lips. It feels comfortable. It stays looking matte. Yes, it does transfer. You're gonna see it, but it's not gonna be one of those things where you're gonna transfer so much you're gonna end up with a bare spot. I never have that problem when I wear this lipstick. It wears really well for about 6 hours, and it applies beautifully over itself. Like, the one thing that most liquid lipsticks don't do is to reapply over itself without having to remove the whole thing. That's what I love about this. It's soft, it's comfortable. My lips never end up feeling dry. My lips never end up getting flaky, or they don't crack. The color doesn't settle into my lines. It doesn't trail outside of my lip line. I love this formula. This is definitely one that if you like a matte lipstick but you want something that's comfortable and you're willing to trade comfort for like that 12-hour bulletproof longevity, my lips can't handle that, it ruins my lips, you would love this formulation. Forgot to mention that M Cosmetics liquid lipstick, the Infinite Lip Cloud, is $20. The next lipstick I have for you is this one from Besame. I have two others in this same formula in their more traditional domed shape packaging, but I love the Besame. It's like a demi matte formula. It wears 4 hours. Now they recommend that you apply it, you blot it with a tissue, and you apply another layer. When you do that, I can get 8 hours of wear out of this lipstick. As long as I'm not eating like a slice of pizza or a messy hamburger, I can, drink from a water bottle, have multiple cups of coffee, I can eat snacks, and I don't have this going places I don't want it. This is in limited edition packaging from their Maryland collection, but this shade is Red Hot Red, and it's been my preferred red this summer. Let me show you. One of my favorite things about the way this lipstick is designed is that it has kind of like these corners on it. And those corners allow you to get a really precise line on the edge of your lips. As a 46-year-old woman who's losing definition in my lips, this is the type of bullet that I want to use that I don't feel like I need a lip liner with. I feel like it gives me full opaque coverage. It's comfortable. It is a matte lipstick. It has a little bit of a shine now, but in 15 minutes, it'll be completely gone. But I love this. I've loved Besame lipsticks for a long time, and I fell in love with them because they are kind of like a historical reproduction. Shades that were appropriate at the time, packaging that is very much vintage and retro, and then on top of that, even the shape of the bullet. This is one of my favorites. This one here is Cherry Red. This is the first one I ever bought. Another one of my favorite reds from the Besame line is this one called Victory Red. It's a reproduction of a 1941 shade that was what they would hand out to girls working at the USO. So when soldiers would come in and they would want to spend some time, having something to drink, having something to eat, dancing with a pretty girl. They wanted to make sure that morale was up. So the government issued this shade of red lipstick and was giving it to people who were working in those government positions. I love the fact that red lipstick was considered a morale booster. It still is to me, but I really, really, really love this shade. Victory Red is one of my favorites. This is a 1959 reproduction, and this one is Red Hot Red. These lipsticks, by the way, are $24. My next favorite formula is from Charlotte Tilbury. I love her Matte Revolution lipsticks. This was the first matte bullet lipstick that I fell in love with. I tried so many before. I tried the retro mattes from MAC. I tried other ones, and they just never felt good on my lips. This was the first bullet matte lipstick that looked good and didn't dry my lips out. This is one of my favorite shades in Bond Girl. My favorite thing about this lipstick formulation is that it goes on like a cream lipstick. There's no tugging, there's no pulling, there's no like grabbing and skipping. There are some lipsticks that are so dry when you put them on, they feel like they're gonna do some damage. This one doesn't. This literally feels like a cream lipstick gliding, but it gives you a matte appearance. I must have like 8 or 9 of the Matte Revolution lipsticks. I have reds, I have hot pinks, I have a ton of nudes, and I feel like Charlotte Tilbury really does nude so well. I think the most iconic shade of this, of course, is Pillow Talk. I chose not to wear Pillow Talk today because I wanted you to see other great colors that she has in her line. I love this one. Some of my other favorite shades in this formula are very Victoria. I also really love Tell Laura. There are so many great shades in this Matte Revolution formula. They're expensive, they're $34. You don't just go and, pick up like 10 of them willy-nilly. You wanna pick the shades you know you're gonna use, but the fact that I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, I have 9 of these. I love this formula. Love this formula. We're getting into my favorites, Lisa Eldridge. These are probably my most loved lipsticks in my entire lipstick collection, the ones that I reach for more than anything else. There's 2 different formulas. The first one I'm going to try on for you is a formulation that's sheer balm-like. This is the Luxuriously Lucent lipstick, and this shade here is Painterly. Super easy to apply. So comfortable. It does have the shine. It's not quite as shiny as the Revlon. It's not quite as shiny as the Glossier one, but it has a plushness, almost like a creamy, buttery feel to it. And I know those words seem like it would be greasy. It's not greasy. It's not oily. It doesn't end up leaving my lip line like those little lines on the outside edges that just kind of feather out. I never see this where it doesn't belong. I have 6 shades in this formulation. I love it so much. And this is the lipstick that I have kind of been, before I got the one from Glossier, I've been living in these all summer long. I have 6 shades of these kind of sheer balm-like, but they're beautiful. The colors are gorgeous, and they, for a sheer lipstick, they last pretty well. They're not as opaque as a cream lipstick, obviously nowhere near as hardcore as a matte lipstick, but they're comfortable on the lips. They look incredible, and there's enough shades that you'll probably be able to find one that you like. These lipsticks are $36. Another Lisa Eldridge, this is one of her velvet lipsticks, one of her matte lipsticks in my favorite shade, Muse. I have more than a dozen of these true velvet lipsticks from Lisa Eldridge. This is one of my favorite nude shades. This is Muse. This is also, like the other one, is $36. I have really invested in Lisa Eldridge lipsticks. I feel like the formulation is exactly what I want. It goes on like a cream lipstick. There's no tugging, there's no pulling. It applies beautifully over itself. It's actually hydrating. I don't know how a matte lipstick can be hydrating, but these are. I started out with the reds in her collection, my favorite one being Velvet Ribbon. Love this so much. And then I just fell head over heels. They do what no other lipstick has been able to do, which is be long wearing, be matte, and not be a liquid lipstick. I can wear these true velvets for 8 hours. And if I get a little patch in the middle, this is my weird little hack. I'll just kind of smush my lips together and use my finger and pull down color from other places, and I can fill it in. I wore this lipstick here in Velvet Ribbon for 12 hours without reapplying, had 3 meals, multiple cups of coffee, drank out of my water bottle, and I was able to kind of just, redistribute what was already on my lips, and it looked perfect all day. Never left my lip line, never leaves my lips feeling dry. I don't know, this is like a wonder product. I love it so much. And I feel like if you find a shade that you like, it's worth the investment. I think of these lipsticks as investments because at $36, they're pricey, but I have more Lisa Eldridge lipsticks than any other brand. The last lipstick I have to share with you is from YSL. This is their Rouge Roulette Shine lipstick. I have 6 of these. They're $38. They're the most expensive lipstick in this entire lineup. And this lipstick really, really, really reminds me of this lipstick. So if you don't want to pay the $38, get yourself one of the ones from Revlon for $6.99. But this is a new lipstick shade I picked up during National Lipstick Day in July. This is the shade number 124, Rouge Lulu. I don't know if it's true, but I feel like this formulation, a shiny, glossy, hydrating, nourishing lipstick, was kind of what inspired lipsticks like this, because we've been having, these have been out for a while. And yes, there have always been kind of glossy, balm-like lipsticks, but I feel like this was on a completely different level. They have a wide range of shades. It is comfortable to wear, easy to apply, feels like a balm, gives the color of a lipstick. I feel like this checks so many of those boxes. I love it so much. I had to repurchase one of my favorite shades that I was almost out of. This is Rouge Tuxedo. This is number 45. I love this lipstick so much. I have 6. At $38, it takes a lot for me to want to repurchase a lipstick. I will tell you, I got the one that I am wearing today in a deal for National Lipstick Day, this plus another one, 2 for the price of 1. And I was actually able to get them both engraved with the lipstick gal on them. So I love that. So I try and find them when they're on sale or buy them during the Sephora sale. I don't want to pay $38, but the first time I bought one of these, I did pay $38. And the one shade that I continually repurchase, the Rouge Tuxedo, is a sheer, comfortable red. I love it. This is my 3rd bullet of it. I think that says a lot when I continue to repurchase a really high price tag lipstick. Now, I know there are lipsticks out there that cost more than that. You could pay more for a Chantecaille lipstick. You could pay more for a Clé de Peau lipstick. And I've had some of those, not all of them. Pay more for Tom Ford. But I really feel like these are the ones that I continue to repurchase, and they not only feel good and are hydrating, they never leave my lips. Like, I never have day after lips. There are some lip products that the next day they're stained, they're chapped, they're frayed and crusty. Like, these lipsticks never do that. They never abuse my lips, and the older I get, the more careful I need to be. These always, always look beautiful. They all look better with a lip liner, but I will tell you, I can wear every single one of these without a lip liner, and I don't have to worry about it leaving my lip line. I don't have to worry about it kind of smearing and getting uncomfortable. Super, super easy. I love these lipsticks, and I think you might like them too. But this is where I remind you that I'm looking for comfort first. I'm looking for longevity. Despite the fact that I have a lot of glossy lipsticks in here, I think they wear well and they reapply beautifully over the top of themselves if you need just a touch up. And I feel like there's a wide range of options at a multitude of price points. I don't know that I need to go out and buy a, $55, $58 lipstick. I have everything that I need, the formulations, the colors, the longevity from what I have right here at home. Let me know if you have a favorite lipstick formula. Let me know if you have a favorite shade that you have a bunch of. Reds for me. But I would love to know all of your lipstick secrets down below. Thank you so much for watching. Have an incredible day, and I will see you again soon.